Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian, welcoming you to a brand new episode of Front Office Football 8 featuring Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. Can we... Oh, we could extend his deal. Damn if he doesn't want all the money. When does his contract... His contract expires next year. Okay. That's fine. Okay. We probably have no cap room now, but we needed to bring him back. Yeah. Okay. Super duper quick. Let's quickly see if there's anyone else whose contract is coming up that we'd like to bring back for sure. Because the season hasn't technically started yet. Oh, I guess he just doesn't want to come back necessarily. Okay. I really don't want to bring back Kindred necessarily. Foreman's kind of shit. None of you guys. Oh, here, let's look for current estimate. Here we go. I can't bring you back? Alright. I guess you should wait to make sure he's actually a good punter before we try to bring him back, right? Kindred, no. Robbins. How much would he want to come back for like one more year? He didn't want very much money. We can bring him back. Yep, we're good. All right. We begin the season as we begin so many others against an AFC North opponent. But this year, we start off with a win. Okay, 90 degrees in Maryland. And what, football season starts in August? That's a bit high. All right, though. Weird flex, but okay. So what do we got here? 2 quality field goals and a bomb to Aguilar. Did throw a pick. Didn't get a ton of rushing yardage. Oh, God. No, we didn't. I mean, I would have given it to Aguilar, personally. Because Lamar Jackson, A, lost, and B, his game wasn't that great. I would have said Aguilar deserved it for catching 4 out of 5 passes, 112 yards. Cooks got involved. Lockett not so much, but that's all right. Okay. Hammernick really had a big game. He was all over the place. Some decent but not great pass rush numbers. That'll get better as the season progresses. And a couple passes defensed. Not bad. I love how Miles Jack, his entire strategy was, give me a new contract. I say no. And he's like, well, I guess negotiations are done then. I'm so sad about losing Ayersman. But we will persevere. And we lost to Minnesota, which isn't great. Who fumbled the fucking ball? Did Baker fumble again? Why must you fumble so often? He did get sacked 5 times, but... Ooh, good pass rushing day. A sack from a corner. That's unusual. Blocking stats. Yancey, Bueno. Pretty much everyone gave up sacks. Oh, no, we lost. Yeah, Minnesota kicked our ass. Damn. Alright. There we go. A counter ass kicking for... who cares about this game? I care about Cleveland v. Jacksonville. Fumble return for a touchdown. Nice. 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. If this was a little, if there was a little bit more explosiveness in these runs, this is a perfect mix. Oh, we must have pulled Baker because we were up by so much. That makes sense. Our tight end was really involved this time. That's good. Our tight end picked up a fumble, returned it for a touchdown. That's always sexy. Another good game for Hammernick. 2 sacks for Ty Robbins. This is how you dominate another team. Nice work. A narrow win over Buffalo is not my favorite. We did lose Ratliff and Higgins. And Jack. I believe this is what the kids say when they say fuck. Right, everyone who's injured, let's make you inactive. Actually, just made Garrett active. Oh, no, I didn't. He's on injured reserve. All right. Do we have the roster strength to make up for this? I can dress Kranchik. He's not great, but, you know, whatever. We do have 2 injured linebackers, though, and an injured corner. Let's see if we can't acquire a linebacker. Any linebacker. What do we got here? Just as a backup. He wants to play outside in a 3-4. This is good. I actually like this guy. Let's sign him. And then where's that one cornerback who's like 18-18? Let's just go ahead and cut him. So we don't have too many contracts. Done. Okay. And then we'll basically need to rebuild both the offense and the defense. Defensive personnel. There we go. We play Pittsburgh. Huh? Oh, I need to make one other person active. That's right. Guess you can make a Blades active. That's fine. A glorious victory over the hated Pittsburgh Steelers. Good, we'll get Higgins back. I'm going to let Higgins recover a bit more, though. We're going to give him another week off. Because the quicker we do it, the more danger there could be. Ooh, a kickoff return. And a touchdown pass for Aguilar. We're not moving the ball the same way we did last year. But I still think we're being competitive. And we won, which is obviously what matters the most at the end. Darnell McCarroll. How many sacks did he get? 2. And a forced fumble. Hey, that's pretty good. Good stuff. And then this week we face Miami. Who's too seriously injured to compete? Oh, Chubb is out. As is White. What the fuck is happening this year? This is getting ridiculous. We have like virtually everyone is injured. Like, this is borderline insane. Like, it's to the point where I have to start Rashard Higgins just because I can't have that many people inactive. And we're short a necessary linebacker, but all the other linebackers are hurt. Give me Malcolm Schroeder, please. And then who is just absolute shit at a position we've got too many people at? I could just cut Hayes. Maybe we can trade Leonard Austin, actually. Does anyone really want Leonard Austin? Nobody. Okay. Is anybody injured for long enough that I should just put him on the injured reserve? I don't think so. No. Except for Myles Garrett. Look, who can I cut? Farrell, maybe. How many tight ends do I have? 4. I don't really need 4. I can get rid of Hayes, I guess. There you go. Yeah, and then I've got to rebuild both depth charts again. I wish there was a drag and drop option for the depth charts. I think that would make life a little bit easier. And then go ahead and put Bueno back in. And we lost to fucking Miami, which is an embarrassment. 2 picks. Yep. We got bad Baker today. It happens. Any new injuries? Ratliff is ready to go. Yeah, Ratliff is ready to be activated. I dearly would like to have Ratliff back. So I will activate him. And I guess Johnstone. Oh, yeah. Bring back Ratliff. He's too good to not play him as much as possible. Another loss. This is what I don't get. Why do we end up on these Jags where we just lose all these close games? And it's generally because someone throws picks or we fumble the ball too much, and there's just not easy solutions to either of those. Good game for Dalton. Yeah, you were never asked to make a field goal attempt, really. Pass rush wasn't great. Higgins and Ratliff are good. Chubb is good. Let's bring Chubb back. Let's get him ready to go. And then, again, just sit Deloach. I just don't know what we can do to fix this particular issue. I genuinely don't. I don't know if there is a fix. I mean, we just get to a certain part in the game, we just go... Like here. That's 3 games in a row we've lost by 3 points. Something is deeply, deeply wrong with this team and the way it's performing. And I don't know how to fix it. And that's one of the things I find... God, we lost our center. What is with all the bloody injuries all of a sudden? But yeah, it's frustrating because we're losing games that we could be winning and we're just losing them and it's not clear why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need another offensive lineman. We have 7 receivers. I think maybe Kranchik needs to go. That way we can sign an interesting lineman. Like Fred McClelland. There we go. Okay, so we need to go offensive personnel, and we're going to start Clemens at center. No, we'll start Weaver at center, actually. He's not very good now, but he might become good in the future. Maybe. I need someone else to be active, don't I? Who else do I make it active? Sure, Johnstone, whatever. And we lost again. This is so frustrating. I hate this shit. We're losing every game by 1 score that we're losing. And what the absurdity is I don't know how to fix this. Because the reason we're losing games is because everyone's fucking hurt. And there's nothing I can do about that. I can't make them not be hurt. White is back. Johnstone on the bench. Sporlook back. McClelland on the bench. I think that's about it, actually. And I get that that's football. I'm not irritated by that. What irritates me is that there's so little you can do when this happens in game. It's just deal with it, basically. And I really find that hard to accomplish. Because, yeah, our team is better than the one last year. I truly believe that. But because of these injuries, we look worse instead of better. Alright. Why is Cincinnati so heavily favored? They literally have a better running back and slightly better coaching. Yeah, we are not scoring points this year. That is for sure. Those guys will be back in 2 weeks. We lose to Cincinnati. We get blown out. That's probably it for our season, in all honesty. I'm not going to rush Jack back. We're going to give him another week to recover. Oh, hey, we beat Chicago by a good bit. That's something. Jack and Ayersman are back. This should be a huge help. Dress Ayersman, dress Jack. Johnston can ride the pine. What other position could I sit someone at? I do have a lot of running backs. This is true. I mean, the obvious solution would be to bench a linebacker, but I genuinely don't know who to bench. I do have 4 active safeties. I really don't need 4. Let's go ahead and let Blades sit. Alright, we can now rebuild the defense to be much better, hopefully. I think there were any offensive changes. I think everyone that was seriously hurt was a defensive player. Okay, simulation window. We beat Vegas. That's something. One touchdown pass for Baker. No picks, but 4 sacks. And we can have Martino back. Is he ready? Does he actually someone that we want to bring back right now? He's better than Schroeder. By a decent bit. Let's go ahead and do that. We beat Detroit. We did lose our free safety. Put on an injured reserve. Activate blades. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. We got to take Cincinnati. Which we didn't. We got destroyed again. No, we didn't get destroyed. We lost. How many games are we going to lose this bloody year by 3 points? Like, I genuinely don't know what we can do. Look at this. 11 carries for 0 yards. I don't know what we can do at this point. We're going to keep losing games if we don't solve our team's issues. And I just don't know what our issues actually are. We did beat Green Bay, it looks like. The thing is, Cincinnati has a gift wrapped. Okay. Alright, full standings. We have an outside shot at a playoff spot this year. It's not very likely, but we do have a possibility. And it starts by beating Pittsburgh. If we beat Pittsburgh, I think we've got a shot. So let's see what happens. We did beat Pittsburgh, but we still didn't make the playoffs. Because we finished at our favorite record, 9-7. Who got in ahead of us? Okay, why did we not make the playoffs? Oh, there were 2 9-7 teams in the West. Did both California and Kansas City make it? Yep. Oh well. That happens. And we can go ahead and run the entire season now. Chicago won another Super Bowl. That's crazy. So crazy. So let's take a moment to reflect on what I consider a lost season, given our potential. Another outstanding year of passing. But here's our biggest issue. We ran the ball 425 yards for 4 yards a carry. Which sounds great if our leading rusher wasn't going to be on the team next year. We divided it up too evenly among the running backs. Dalton had a nice little rookie year. Maybe not perfect. Cooks became our favorite target to the exclusion of everyone else. Ayersman didn't play the whole year. And so that became an issue for him. A good year for Hammernick, though. And a very good year for Rush. Robinson had some good sack numbers, as did McCarroll. Pass attempts. We were number 2 in passing yards per game. Yep. Yeah, this stretch right here murdered our playoff hopes. If we had won even 2 of these games, we would have made the playoffs. But we didn't. And we also allowed way too many rushing yards. That's something else we'll need to consider in the offseason. Let's look at the individual stats. All players. Baker Mayfield is producing. He's still throwing the ball too damn often. But that's as much our running back's fault as it is his. I don't like his completion percentage. For his career, what's his percentage been? Right around that 60 mark. That should be a lot better, to be honest with you. Right. Running the ball. Baker Mayfield was our number 2 rusher. And our number 1 rusher. Yeah, this was kind of a nightmare season for the running game. Receiving, yeah, 200 targets, 13 drops. The had a sensational year is disguised by the fact he wasn't very efficient. Kicking, good year field goal wise. Good year punting, sort of. 4 guys with 6+ sacks. That's pretty good. I think the biggest weakness this year was just health. Losing Ayersman in particular, I think made us a lot easier to run on, and I think it made our lives much more difficult as we played through the season. Pass coverage, no one was particularly great this year at it. I shouldn't say that. A bunch of defenses, just no picks this year. And turnovers are very fickle, and they're hard to track down. Yancey, dude, stop letting people hit our quarterback. This was your worst year as a pro. We're going to have to fix that. Another season ends. Ooh, we got some Hall of Famers. Aaron Rodgers. Welcome, Aaron Rodgers. Ooh, we got a 6-year television contract. Nice. So this next season, I don't know what to focus on, to be perfectly blunt with you. I genuinely don't know. Because look, we got talented players all over the bloody field. That's not the issue. I think Dalton should be the starting running back next year. I think Chubb has lost that particular job. You've got a bunch of good receivers, just maybe none that are exceptional. That could be a little bit better, maybe. Our offensive line does look one of the best in the league. Or it could be, if people would get their shit together. The defensive line was real good. I think a lot of it is just people not being healthy. And if we get people healthy next year, I think we'll see a significant improvement. Yeah, Denzel Ward, this is probably going to be his last year with the team. There is talent here. We just need time to let the talent shine through. And we don't have a lot of room under the cap, so we're probably not going to be participating in free agency this year. But, look, a bunch this good has to get at least one chance in the playoffs. That's all I'm asking for at this point. Just one bloody chance. And we do need a lead back. I think if we can get one workhorse running back, that would be a great addition to this team. For now, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you good day.